Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will discuss financial statements from incomplete records. Go to study note number 5, preparation of financial statements from incomplete records, which is also known as single entry system. Many times, small business organizations do not maintain a comprehensive accounting system which is based on the double entry principle. The businessman is usually happy with the minimum information like the balances of cash and bank account and whether he has made a profit or loss. These people maintain rough or sketchy records that serve a limited purpose. Because the principle of double entry is not followed, it is often referred to as single entry system. Such systems maintain only personal account and cash book. Expenses and incomes are reflected in cash book, whereas personal accounts reflect debtors and creditors' position. This system usually follows the principle of cash basis of accounting, and hence no accrual or non-cash entries are passed. For example, entries like depreciation, provision for taxation, provision for expenses, accrued income have no place under such system. So this system is mainly maintained by small proprietorship or partnership organizations. These businessmen only maintain cash book and personal accounts. These personal accounts will be of debtors and creditors account, and they follow the principle of cash basis of accounting, and no provisions are made. Features of single entry system. Single entry system has the following features: maintenance of books by sole trader or partnership firm. The books which are maintained according to this system can be kept only by sole trader or by partnership firm. Maintenance of cash book. In this system, it is very often to keep one cash book which mixes up business as well as private transactions. As the businessman do not maintain separate books of accounts, his private transactions get mixed up with business transactions. Only personal accounts are kept. In this system, it is very common to keep only personal accounts and to avoid real and nominal accounts. That is, real and nominal accounts are not maintained, only personal accounts are maintained. Therefore, sometimes this is precisely defined as a system where only personal accounts are kept. Next feature, collection of information from original documents. For information, one has to depend on original vouchers. For example, in case of credit sales, the proprietor may keep the invoice without recording it anywhere, and at the end of the year the total of the invoices gives an idea of total credit sales of the business. As books of accounts are not maintained, and if the businessman wants to know the total credit sales at the end of the year or any particular period, he just keeps on adding all the invoices figures and get the total of sales. Lack of uniformity. It lacks uniformity as it is mere adjustment of double entry system according to the convenience of person. Difficulty in preparation of final accounts. It is much difficult to prepare trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet due to the absence of nominal and real accounts in the ledger. Now we'll see difference between single entry system and double entry system. The distinction between double entry system and single entry systems are as follows. In double entry system, both the aspects debit and credit of all transactions are recorded, but in single entry system there is no record of some transactions. Some transactions are recorded only in one of their aspects, that is either debit or credit, whereas some other transactions are recorded in both of their aspects. Next distinction, under double entry system, various subsidiary books such as sales book, purchase book, etc. are maintained. Under single entry system, no such subsidiary books except cash book, which is also considered as a part of ledger, is maintained. Next distinction, in case of double entry system, there is a ledger which contains personal, real and nominal accounts, but in single entry system, the ledger contains some personal accounts only, because as per single entry system, real and nominal accounts are not maintained. Next distinction, under single entry system, preparation of trial balance is possible, whereas it is not possible to prepare trial balance in single entry system. Hence, accuracy of work is uncertain. Next distinction, under double entry system, trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet are prepared in a scientific manner, but under single entry system it is not possible. Only a rough estimate of profit or loss is made and a statement of affairs is prepared which resembles a balance sheet in appearance but which does not present an accurate picture of financial position of the business. It is not possible to prepare trading profit and loss account and balance sheet in single entry system. Only statement of affairs is prepared. Statement of affairs is just like balance sheet. The format of statement of affairs is same as balance sheet format. It records liabilities and assets, but it does not give a true or accurate financial position. Benefits of single entry system, it is quick and easy to maintain. One does not require employing a qualified accountant. This is extremely useful for business run by individuals where the volume of activity is not large. It is economical as it does not need a comprehensive record keeping. Weaknesses of single entry system, as principle of double entry is not followed, the trial balance cannot be prepared. As such, arithmetical accuracy cannot be guaranteed. This is the drawback, disadvantage, weakness of single entry system. Arithmetical accuracy cannot be guaranteed. Profit or loss can be found out only by estimates as nominal accounts are not maintained. It is not possible to make a balance sheet in absence of real accounts. It is very difficult to detect frauds or errors. Valuation of assets and liabilities is not proper. The external agencies like banks cannot decide whether to lend money or not. It is quite likely that business and personal transactions of the proprietor get mixed up. Method of finding business results, that is profit or loss, under single entry system. There are two methods. First method is statement of affairs method and second method is conversion of single entry to double entry. Statement of affairs method. The statement of affairs is similar to balance sheet with regard to the format. That means format of statement of affairs is same as balance sheet. It is based on the same accounting equation of capital is equal to assets less liabilities. The opening as well as closing statement of affairs is made on the basis of information available. Then a statement of profit or loss is prepared. So as per this method, you are supposed to prepare two statement of affairs at the beginning of the period as well as statement of affairs at the end of the period, which is opening statement of affairs and closing statement of affairs, as well as you are supposed to prepare statement of profit or loss. This is made by considering the changes in capital due to additional money brought in by the businessman and the drawings made by him during the period. Under this system, two statements are prepared, statement of profit and loss and statement of affairs. Statement of affairs method. Steps. Step 1. Prepare statement of affairs at the beginning as well as at the end to find out opening and closing capital respectively. Statement of affairs records assets as well as liabilities. Total of the assets minus total of the liabilities will be capital. You are supposed to prepare statement of affairs at the beginning as well as at the end and find out opening capital as well as closing capital as balancing figure. Step 2. Prepare statement of profit or loss to ascertain the trading profit. Prepare statement of affairs as at the end to show the financial position of the business. So if there are any adjustment, taking into consideration these adjustments, again statement of affairs at the end is prepared so that financial position of the business is known. Statement of profit or and loss for the year ended. This is the format for finding out the profit or loss. Capital at the end, which you will get from closing statement of affairs, minus capital at the beginning, which you will get from opening statement of affairs. Then in that you are supposed to add drawings, deduct any additional capital introduced, you will get profit or loss. Then normal entries are to be made. Adjustments for bad debts, depreciation it is to be deducted. You will get net profit or loss for the period. Less appropriation, interest on partners' capital, partners' salaries, etc. You will get divisible profit. See, normally net profit gets added to capital, that is opening capital. Opening capital balance plus net profit plus additional capital introduced minus drawings will be closing capital. Now if you know closing capital and if you want to find out net profit, exactly opposite treatment will be done. Closing capital minus opening capital plus drawings minus additional capital introduced, you will get profit or loss earned during the year, because in this single entry system, profit and loss account cannot be prepared. Second method of finding business results is conversion of single entry to double entry. It may be possible to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet for such organizations by converting records into double entry method. In this method, various ledger accounts are prepared, for example, sales, purchase, debtors, creditors, cash book, etc. As full information is not available, the balancing figure in each of these accounts needs to be correctly interpreted. For example, if we know opening and closing balance in debtors account and cash received from debtors, then the balancing figure will obviously indicate sales figures. Also, if we know opening and closing balances of creditors and credit purchases figure, then the balancing figure will certainly mean cash paid to creditors. Once these figures are calculated, it is easy to prepare the financial statements in regular format. So as per second method of finding out business results as per single entry system, single entry gets converted into double entry and it is possible to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. For this, you are supposed to prepare various ledger accounts like sales, purchases, debtors, creditors, cash book, etc. Find out the missing figures, make assumptions, and find out profit or loss of the business by preparing profit and loss account. In this particular video, we have seen meaning of single entry system, its features, benefits, weaknesses, methods of finding business results as per single entry system, and difference between single entry and double entry system. Thank you.